One tubby. Okay. Just let me know when you're done. Then we'll proceed to what I was wanting to do. Hey, good boy. Alright. One bass. Won't keep. Nowhere near it. But a bass is a bass. Who cares? He's pretty. Could be all that sand on him, but he's pretty. Hey, I came back to this pond the other day, actually going around to find out who owns it, and I got permission from one person. Apparently 2 people have land that, good dive, 2 people have land that connects up to it. So I'm waiting. I can't run this other man down. He's kind of hard to get a hold of, but I'm wanting to get his permission too, just pretty much because I'm fishing on his side right now. I don't have any concern that he won't give me permission, but I'd still like to get it. Would like to put the boat in here. Somebody's talking over there. I don't know what's going on. Sounds like they're hollering. But yeah, I'm trying to run him down so that I can actually get his permission, because for us to put a boat in, we're going to have to put in on his land. And I'm not doing that without his permission. Slow fishing, this front coming through, pressure's dropping, fish are in lockjaw mode. Except for that one. He tucked it pretty good. In the same corner that I caught that big girl on the other day. It's a clear pond, cloudy conditions, temperatures in the low to mid 70s, and they did not want a spinnerbait. I tried one. I didn't carry any tackle over here with me because I was trying to be light. So now I'm just throwing a weighted June bug worm, 5-inch finesse worm. So usually your bass, as the front's coming in, they'll feed up, and once on the dropping pressure, they'll feed up, because as that pressure drops, it pulls oxygen out of the water, and I mean that kind of makes them go pretty lethargic. Put it back to, if you're out of breath, you're not willing to really run no more, are you? And if they gotta chase their food and they've got less oxygen, they just get lazy. That's why they feed on the dropping pressure to hold them through. So what happens is, let's say normally their dinner plate is this big. After the pressure is dropped, their dinner plate goes to smaller than the size of a saucer. You got to put it right on their head. I wouldn't have looked at it that way before. A lot of people think that it's just rain, fresh water, that's what turns them off, but that's not true. It's not fresh water. It's the pressure change that throws them off. They can sense it coming, so they feed up. They go into like a little frenzy. But once that pressure is dropped, they sit still. They don't want to move, and they automatically know if something is worth chasing. If they're going to have to spend more energy trying to get that bait than what they're going to gain out of it, they're not going to hit it. And I know all this might sound a little silly, but trust me, I've had it pounded in my head by proof while fishing with who I'd call my mentor. I mean, really, he is. He's taught me everything I know. See, I avoided the briars this time. Ain't having that incident again. That was terrible. But yeah, the man I fished with, I mean, he used to be a professional, and he's proved to me that he can catch a fish, and what he has taught me is the truth. Whenever you have your tail whipped over and over again while fishing with someone, you start paying attention. You ain't got much of a choice. They obviously know something that you don't. I haven't kept up with the pressure today. That's why I brought out a spinnerbait and a worm. You know, they, in these type of conditions, ignoring the pressure, they should be feeding. Overcast, been a little bit warmer the past couple of days. And then when you add on that, they should be feeding with this dropping pressure. I just figured a spinner bait might be a good trick. Apparently, they've already went into that I'm gonna be lazy mode. So we have the weighted worm. And the fishing can get tough whenever they get this way. Not can, it will get tough. But you can catch them. Hit it on the drop. Oh, good hook set too. A little bit better. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Nope, he didn't go in very easy. Shit. Stupid me, I didn't bring no more worms with me either. They're in my truck. I think I'm not flipping it in cover. You just want to work it ever so slowly. It's starting to try to rain. Might have to put it up. Yeah, I can't wait to get on this place with a boat. Boat and a depth finder. See what's going on with it. But it's starting to rain, so I gotta put it up. I drilled holes in my GoPro case here so that I could put the power cable to it, so I wouldn't have to worry about a battery dying. Because, man, those things are bad about it. Battery don't last long as nothing. I also had to drill into the case to put the microphone plug into it. That kind of sucked. But anyways, with the front coming in, a dropping barometer, the fish are gonna go on a little feeding frenzy. But what a dropping barometer is doing is pulling oxygen out of the water, and therefore the fish they get real slow, get lethargic, lazy, trying to conserve energy. So normal baits that they would take, they're not going to a lot of times because they don't want to waste the energy to get it. If you put it right in front of their face and you can wiggle it around like a worm, they'll eat it. As you can see, only 2 fish, and which I ain't been out here real long, maybe an hour, on a low pressure downsize. Just keep it simple. That's another thing I learned from Bud, my mentor, whatever you want to call him, is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. You can't go wrong with going small. In fact, in these types of conditions, smaller is better. That's why I'm using a 5-inch worm instead of a 7-inch worm, which most times I don't use a 7-inch. All right, I'm about to sign off, get everything loaded up, which ain't much, just this, but. All right, well, I'm headed to the house. I'm gonna try to stay dry because this rain's about to come in pretty good. In fact, I can see it raining up there. But all right, well, I plan to have another video up tomorrow, so maybe it'll be a little bit better fishing. Maybe I can get in a boat and actually really fish. It's kind of difficult whenever you have limited space to move on the bank. All right, well, I'll see y'all on the next video.